Anyways, let's continue on with the Phantom Menace. Alright, after the pod race, apparently Anakin got taken away from slavery. But his mom wasn't. Oh yeah, that's a good way to, like, make the children in the audience start crying.
Because, oh no, mommy!
Yeah, they're going like, Mommy, will I have to leave you soon? I become a Jedi? And the mom's going like, you're not going to be a Jedi, but okay, no. No, honey, don't worry. Are you sure, Mommy? I was going like, what the fuck?
But they showed a deleted scene, like, right after Anakin said goodbye to his mom. You know the part where they start running to the ship?
Yeah.
Well, y'all know why they were running?
Why?
They showed a deleted scene, like I said, in episode 1.
And what was that?
It was, they were walking away, they were trying to walk to the ship, and then they were being followed by one of, those probe droids that, Darth Maul set out to look for.
Mm-hmm.
And, he cut them down. Qui-Gon cut the one that was following them down, and he was like, that's a probe droid. Someone's following us. Let's go, run.
I'm glad they didn't add that in.
They had a lot of scenes that were bad that I'm glad they didn't let them. Like, you know the scene...
Actually, all the scenes were bad, to be honest.
Like, you know the scene where they come out of the water?
Uh-huh.
With, the submarine?
Yeah.
And they showed another deleted scene where they try to escape because it falls off a waterfall and gets destroyed.
What? How does that work?
I don't know. But anyway, let's continue.
Well, anyways, then Darth Maul and Qui-Gon had a 5-second battle. There wasn't even much of a point of that. And by the way, Darth Maul, if he had a double blade the whole time, why didn't he just use it then? If he would have had a very
easier.
Would have had a very unfair advantage.
But no, he had to get cut down in the end.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if he's a Sith Lord, he's trained for so long. Like when the Siths were rising up, he had a lot of time to train. He could have done something they did in Force Unleashed. He could have pulled the starship down. Like once it started to leave, if he was training that long, he was that strong, just like throw it on the ground. Throw it on the ground. Alcohol's poison, man. Anyways, then Anakin and Obi-Wan met, and you know where this is going. You're a Jedi too? Pleased to meet you.
At least he had some politeness, of course.
Yeah, but still bad acting. Pleased to meet you.
And then of course they tried to get Anakin to train to be a Jedi,
and
they got him thinking.
Windu decided to be an ass.
Like he always is.
He's too old. He's like 10 years old.
How is that? No. Yoda is too old. He's like 900 million years old, but he's still alive.
I've been training Jedi for over 900 years. I sound more like a pirate than Yoda, but okay.
Qui-Gon is too old. Look at him. Look at that.
Yeah. But come on. He's too old, yet he passed all your training techniques. What was the point of putting him through all that training if he was too old the entire time? What would be the point?
I mean,
I will try the bar.
An apprentice you already have, Qui-Gon. And
not for long. Look how big he is. He's too big. Get rid of him. Make him a Jedi Master or something.
I am ready for the trials, Master, but I actually know something about Yoda. You've seen the original DVD that came out in, the 1990s or 2000 or something? You know how Yoda kind of looked all clay looking? Like, he looked like a doll in, in the three movies? But in the 3D, in the Phantom Menace 3D, he did not look like that. He looked like how he looked in episodes 2 and 3.
Yeah,
So they changed his
it was
animation.
remastered.
Yeah,
they,
it was.
they animated him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They should have done that for him since in episode 1 from the start, because he looked awesome in episode 2 and 3. He was animated so that way he could do lightsaber battles. They should have done that from the beginning instead of making him look like this.
I'm guessing that since he looked like a doll, they had to do like stop motion animation.
It kind
or
of
something.
did. It just
Kinda
didn't
like
look, it did not look right for episode 1. Like his eyes were like wide open. He didn't even look like old and awesome like it did in 5 and 6. He didn't look like that. But then they had to have this political crap on like Coruscant. No one cared about that. Kids probably
you want political stuff? Watch the presidential debate on TV that comes once every 5 weeks or so. But
really
not
getting
on
to
Star
put
Wars.
especially one that is meant for kids. Can you think, Jordan Lee, do you think kids care about politics? Adults barely care about politics.
Exactly.
God, I don't care. I barely care about politics. I especially don't want to see it in a Star Wars movie. Come on, it's a sci-fi film.
Not a political debate. Presidential
There you
political
go.
debate. Do you see Barack Obama anywhere in there, or George W. Bush, or George? No, not George. Ronald Reagan in there? No.
Nope. But apparently the Emperor wasn't the Emperor yet. He was trying to get into politics and stuff. Yeah, I knew he was the Emperor from the beginning. Apparently when people saw episode 3, they were like, "Oh my God, he's the Emperor!" My brother, he pointed out to me like a year before episode 3 even came out. He said like, "That's the Emperor," and I was like, "What? What do you mean? That's not the Emperor." He's like, "Yeah, it is. Listen to the voices." And he rewound to the Emperor on the hologram. They rewound to Chancellor Palpatine, and it was the exact same voice. And I was like, "Oh my God, that is him!" No freaking way.
You wanna know what I love about the DVDs?
What?
Every time you put the DVDs in, the main menu screen would change. You know.
That's off topic, but okay.
No, I just want to say that, but I'll explain that later.
It was then at the end of the Coruscant, we had no idea what they were talking about. I probably went to go play with my Star Wars toys around that time when I was little. Now I'm not even bothering to watch the movie ever again. But then there's a cue to when you're allowed to come back in the room. When you hear annoying Jar Jar yell out, "We are going home!"
Run!
That's when I wouldn't really run. I would take my time to get back in the room to watch the rest of the movie. But okay, that's just me. It's not a very good film. But anyways, they go back to Naboo or whatever the hell. I keep forgetting the names.
I don't know. It's pronounced so many words, like I said.
Then they decide to have all this crap. Like, apparently there's going to be a droid war. All the Gungans are going to get involved. Do they have guns?
No, they're like native people. They have spears. They got these ball grenades. And
that's going to work against droids.
And oh my God, the fight scene, the battle scene where the Gungans go against the droids, it's like slapstick comedy where they just fall all over the place and Jar Jar is like tripping over balls.
The worst part about that was that the leader of the Gungans made Jar Jar General.
He's like, General,
what were you thinking? That guy couldn't even fight through the war. He had trouble throwing a ball. Like he's like, yeah, they should have just kept that scene out because it was crap.
He's clumsy.
We did not care about that. And there were like 4 things happening at the end of the movie. 2 of them I could see. I was okay with. For one, the fight scene between Darth Maul and the Jedis. That was like the only good part in the movie. Well, only anywhere near good part. Darth Maul was the best thing that came out of this movie, but that didn't really make up for the fact the rest of the movie sucked. Now, also, like, the Queen still sounded like a 4-year-old woman instead of a 14-year-old girl. And the captain something and a bunch of their troops went to enter the Viceroy's palace or whatever. I can kind of get that. Well, I didn't really understand it that much, but yeah, I can kind of see how that was necessary. Little Anakin and R2D2 is kind of a reference to the first Star Wars movie to when Luke blew up the Death Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand the reference. I just don't think they should have done it. Anakin apparently accidentally got into the ship.
He didn't use the Force. He did it accidentally.
It was all by accident. You're like, Anakin, go on. Okay, I'll hide in this ship. And he's saying like, oh no, all those people who already have weapons are gonna get attacked. I gotta help them. And he's just pressing random buttons. No, 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 no. Here we go.
He's just lucky R2D2 was there because if R2D2 wasn't there, he'd be dead.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Yeah, think about that. Yes, they should. I think they should.
It would make a time paradox.
You know, if Yoda, thought that he had darkness in him in the first place, why didn't he just get his lightsaber out, take the kid out? I would have done it. It would have saved the universe. Like Luke Skywalker never would have been born, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. But anyways, he accidentally, flew into space. He accidentally blew up the big mothership that the rest of the trained soldiers could not do. George Lucas, are you inspiring kids to go out into space and try to blow up ships?
It's ridiculous.
Thanks to you, the kids making cardboard boxes, they try to jump out of trees to go blow up a satellite in space. And they just break their legs. I don't know about that, but kids are stupid nowadays, so yeah, probably. But anyways, final battle, Qui-Gon died. Spoiler alert!
Maul and Obi-Wan fight, and you seen how Maul was fighting against Obi-Wan? It was a lot different. Like, he was a lot more energy. He was a lot more into like on ninja.
Yeah,
and
and also I noticed Obi-Wan, he was fighting a lot better because he was angry, but he wouldn't turn to the dark side. So Yoda was wrong. All right, you can fight anger in the Force all you want. It's choice.
And then,
anyways, then he fell down a hole.
He kicks his lightsaber down, never to be seen again.
And he's just like swinging his lightsaber around, making spark. You're not even
just use Force lightning like.
I can just Force push him down.
Then he jumps in the air, grabbing Qui-Gon's lightsaber, cuts him in half. He falls to the pit. Another plot twist: Star Wars: The Clone Wars, a cartoon series on Cartoon Network. Maul survives. He just went insane and fought with his brother. But then that's how Episode 1 ended. Everyone was happy. Qui-Gon died,
got
but
cremated. We thought that was just Luke's thing. Turned out, no.
Everyone was happy. The war was over. Peace was found on Naboo.
And little stupid Anakin got a haircut.
And he got a lightsaber. He became a Jedi. Peace. And there you go. Movie's over.
That movie sucked. Okay, what do we give this movie?
I'd give this movie a 8.5 out of 10 for doing its best.
For doing its best, yes. They did try, I'll admit that. They had a pretty good cast.
Okay.
Except for the stupid little kid. They should have made him like a 17-year-old.
Alright.
But, alright, this is a good... Alright, Alright. Well, we'll see you next time. This movie sucked. I wouldn't recommend watching it unless you want to see how bad it is.
Alright.
Bye.
Goodbye. May the Force be with you. Disney, don't mess up.